Hey guys and girls, it's Nathan Birch here from B.Invested. Today I'm answering some questions which were asked in on last night's webinar. If you'd like to know more about webinars and upcoming events and whatnot that we've got, check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/beinvested.com.au. Today's question is, what is a realistic number of properties you can acquire in your first year of starting to invest in property? Good question. How long is a piece of string? Is it this big? Is it this big? Is it this big? I don't know what your position is at. Technically, if you had, 50, 60k, you could buy one property this year. Where's your next 50, 60k going to come from the next one? So it's important to look at, what is your starting capital? What is your serviceability? What are your goals? And what are you trying to achieve? So generally, if you can buy a property that's below market value, there's three things, as I always talk about, which are important when buying a property. Below market value, upside for growth, and a good cash flow. So what I look at that is that the properties I like to buy are bread and butter properties, which have continuous sort of growth. So every year, you could expect to see 5-10% growth in your properties, and your portfolio will just continue to do its thing in the background while you're off partying, playing with your children, going to work, going on holidays, all those sorts of things. So if you're buying one property today, putting down 50, 60k, if you're buying it below market value, you should be able to pull out your equity and redeploy it in the second property within 6 to 12 months, just depending on the banks lending you the money again and being able to pull out the equity. So it's important to make sure that you've got the right team around you, be it from your accountants that are going to do your tax returns and structure your taxation side of things, but most importantly from a finance side of things, to make sure that you've got a skilled team which can help you finance your goals. I put a lot of emphasis on having the right team, because it's your team that will make you or break you. Looking at that property, if you can buy one property and you've got 50, 60k, you should be able to buy a second property and buy two properties in that year. If you go along and you've got 200 grand, for example, you might be able to buy 4 properties, pull out the equity from those 4 properties, buy another 4 properties, potentially buy 8 properties with 200 grand in a period of 12 months. It all depends down to your commitment level and what sort of deals you want to buy and how aggressive you wish to be as an investor. Your starting capital of where you're at today and what you want to achieve. 3, the type of properties that you buy. 4, the financing that you've got for your properties and the structuring and how you are going to structure them. And 5, I'd say it'd be your mindset, to make sure you've got the right mindset to it. So anything is possible. People say, how do people come to me and have 10 properties in 12 months, all those sorts of things? It's a mixture of having a bit of savings, could be a bit of having equity in a current property, it could be making the right decisions and not sidetracking from those decisions. Because people say, how hard is it to get into property investing? And my most common answer that I give them is, it's just a decision. I'll leave that with you. If you have any further questions, would like to know more about a map session or whatnot, you can email us at admin@beinvested.com.au or call us on 1300 367 925. Have an awesome day.